There's the opening music. Dilly going to be making his way out here to the ring. CHWA Thursday Throwdown. CHWA chants filling the arena here right out of the gates. Gotta love that. All right, Dilly making his way into the ring here.
You're gonna have to ring the bell later.
I tell you what, I'm so tired. I'm just ready to go. So let's get into our person.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Oh, you should have told me. Okay.
That's okay. All right, we got someone else to come.
Hey, give it here. John, that's here.
All right. The music of the Pain Train fills the arena. Opening the show here, Thursday Showdown. We're at 127 West MacArthur Drive, out of Chills, Illinois. Doors open at 3, first bell 3:30-ish. Pain Train, a high five to Izzy Blackwell's chair, just off camera to the right of me over here. Ethan on his feet saying the Pain Train sucks. Pain Train has been on a tear here the last couple of weeks. He been taking out his frustrations on the Unbroken. Upset that they allowed Damian Blade to come in and blemish his record. And the last few weeks here, he's been taking them out one by one. He is our CHWA heavyweight champion, the Pain Train. And the chants, "We want Damian," now begin to fill the arena.
That's all I had to do was go, y'all shut the up. Cool. Hey, I thought I'd do you guys a favor. Because, actually, I invited Damian to come back today. I did. And guess what? He's not here. Damian's not here again. Been here one time in 2 months and the month won't come. He won't come. He's got a date with P.T. Beckham, the biggest name in the Midwest area, but I'm out here to actually apologize to somebody. I'm out here to apologize. I've been acting really shitty the last couple of weeks. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I just really want to say I'm sorry to my CHWA Heavyweight Championship. Because I haven't really been treating this little dirty, little nasty-ass thing like shit lately. And you know what? Last night opened my eyes. You know, this whole holding the belt thing. Everybody thinks it's the shit, you know? I don't need that belt. I don't need that belt. I keep it around because I know other people want it and they can't have it. Because I'm 34-1. Yeah, I'm 34-1. I may have got a little screwed over last night, but I don't call that a loss. I call that being beat by politics, not by wrestling. But we're going to get back to the real news. The real news, the paper I keep in my left hand here, the restraining order on Damian Blackwell. Yes, the no touch order. That my lawyer, Tom Ridings, no relation to the douchebag who thinks he's a dragon. But yeah, Damian's not here. We're opening the show with P.T. Beckham. And we're going to celebrate. Because in 1 week, John Holyoke, there will be nobody else for me to beat. Last week, what happened, John? Where's your little sidekick? Your little bastard child? Where's Chris Exodus at tonight? What happened to Chris Exodus? Does anybody know what happened to Chris Exodus last week? What happened? He got in the ring again, didn't he? Didn't he, D? He got in the ring again. What happened? I laid his little bitch ass out, didn't I? Everybody wants a match with the pain train until they get a match with the pain train. Let's be real here. Chill. See you staring. Oh, he's here. Okay.
Chris Exodus now making his way out. Exodus now making his way into the ring.
Well, I'm glad to see all of you guys too, so thank you.
Every 15 of you. We're glad to see you all here.
Well, it's 15 more fans than you ever had, buddy. So, I'm actually here, PT, to call you out on your bullshit.
That'll be a challenge.
I agree with you on one thing, though. That title from last night is definitely not a weed whatsoever.
Yeah, titles.
But
Bullshit.
that's the one thing we're going to agree on. But PT, I got some news for you, man. You kicked me in my chest last week, and I had to go to the hospital, get some tests ran, make x-rays, all that fun bullshit. And unfortunately, PT, just like everything else in your career, you just couldn't finish the job, man. My lung is perfectly fine. My lung's good to go. I'm hurting. Don't get me wrong, I'm sore. But I'm here. I'm CHWA for life, baby. But also tonight, PT Beckham, in the main event, Umbra's here. Umbra's here tonight. And, Godfather, if you would be so kind as to make a match, I think I speak for everybody sitting here, when I say I would love to watch Umbra kick Shane's ass. So there's you that. And you know, this is normally the part of the program where my music hits and we all laugh at him and I leave, but PT, there's something else you should know, because I got a letter today. And it's from a Mr. Tom Ridings, aka your lawyer. And you know, he's got this little no-touch clause, this restraining order. Well, this right here, signed, sealed, official, your restraining order's been overturned, man, and you know that. It's bugged. It's done. So that means when Damian Blackwell shows up...
Where's he at? Where's he at? I'll take him on right now. I'll take him on right now. Where's he at? Let's go.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get this to Damian in time. However, I did call Damian Blackwell on the phone, and Damian wants me to tell all of you, but more specifically you, next weekend is John Holt Yo, the biggest show of the year for CHWA. And it just so happens that you're scheduled for a match against Damian Blackwell to defend the CHWA Championship on day 2. It's a 2-day event, baby. Saturday and Sunday next week, a 2-day event. And what he wants me to tell you, buddy, friend, old pal of mine,
Touch.
what he wants me to tell you is that next Sunday, when you step into the ring with Damian Blackwell, you're not going to be on your back looking up at the lights. You know why? Because your bitch ass isn't going to be awake to stare at the lights.
Strong words there from Chris Exodus, talking about next week. John Holt, yo. There we go. Excellent. All right. John Holt, yo. 2-day event next week, Saturday and Sunday. Pain Train versus Dane.
Is that all? That's all? That's all we get? That's all we get. We're at, I'm done. I guess I'm gonna wrestle the Uber in tonight, right? Is that right, John? Is that the match? Why don't you get in here, yo prick? Why don't you get in here? Come on, with PT Becker, I'll give you a shot. Come on. No? 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 What about you, Ruff? No? It's gonna be a good night. I feel like singing. I feel like singing. Ready? Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I've got you, babe.
Don't give up your day job.
All right, Uber Ian, Pain Train, main event for tonight. Pain Train now making his way out of the ring. What a start to the show here tonight. Pain Train in the house, making his way. Here he comes over this way now, staring me down. I don't know what his beef is with me, but he's definitely not happy with me. High five to Izzy Blackwell on the way out. I don't know what I've done to make him so mad, but he certainly doesn't like me. All right, let's continue the show here. Dilly's making his way up to the ring. We're going to get to the first match here. We are at 127 West MacArthur Drive, Cottage Hills, Illinois. Next week, John Holt, yo, 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday.
Back over this way, Godfather.
Exodus now making his way out here.
It's going to be a long day for me to commentate. And if it was up to me, PT wouldn't work here. You seem to conveniently forget that we've got about 15 board members that wear suits. I can bitch and complain and the audience can boo him until the cows come home, but he's a draw. Not much of a draw as a child's sketch.
Alright, now let's actually get on this actually act. Wow, my words. Actually some action. We got people to take it for 1 point.
Brett coming out of the gate here, week leading up to John Holt, yo. At this time next week, we'll be in day 2 of John Holt, yo. That is so hard to believe that a week from today, right now, we would already be on day 2. Day 1, John Holt, yo, I believe is a fantasy card. Day 2, storylines continue.
It's a bit of fantasy. It's kind of weird this year, Godfather.
That's true. Kenneth Collins now, he came out last week after his match, took the briefcase. He did qualify for that. He did actually win his match and move on. But then after the fact, he came out and took the briefcase. It's not officially his.
He's not the briefcase holder.
Yeah, he may physically have it, but he doesn't have it. All right, Kenneth Collins making his way here into the ring. It is his time, according to him. I'm telling you, though, he hasn't done too bad since he's been here. He's put the roster on notice. And here we go. Oh, I know this tune. I know who this is. I've been around long enough for this one.
It's been a while since we heard him in.
We actually got entered this. It's been a while, but instantly, it's Iorio the Juggalo. Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to be honest, Godfather, I don't have much of a voice after PT kicked me in the chest last week, so I'm here for the support. I'll call some of the stuff, but a lot of it's going to be you today. But nonetheless, folks, Iorio Juggalo is here. Crowd favorite as always.
Absolutely.
Longest entrance of the night.
He will be wrestling here today with a bit of a heavy heart. Celebration of Izzy Blackwell is going on right now, actually. Juggalo's going to wrestle his match and then head that way. But here he is in front of CHWA Nation for your entertainment today. Oreo the Juggalo, ladies and gentlemen. All right, triple threat. Who's going to be the third combatant here?
Oh, I know this. It's the U.S. champion, Godfather.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Took me a minute. I didn't recognize that one right off.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard for me to. I can't keep everybody's who's who.
There he is, Godfather, the United States champion, Tyler Blake. Let's talk about Tyler Blake for a second, Godfather. He is one of the most sadistic, vicious. The man's about 150 pounds, I think, and it doesn't matter. He hits so hard. He strikes so fast. Everything he does is with purpose. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I ever get cleared to wrestle ever again, I don't know that Tyler Blake would be one of the people I'd want to handpick to wrestle. Scary guy, man.
He certainly does not back down from anyone. It doesn't matter. Since we have returned, it doesn't matter who he's in the ring with. He does nothing but come at you and come at you and come at you. He doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down. He just goes and goes and goes. He's a messed up Energizer bunny.
That's a really good way to look at it.
There's just no quit in Tyler
every
Blake.
Week the belt just gets more and more sick looking. You know, it gets.
You know, and at the start of this, you've said it even on camera, I believe, as well. When we first returned, there was nothing for Tyler Blake. Nothing. He has created this run. He has created this anger out of the crowd and everyone in the company. But you can't deny what he's done. He has picked them up and put them down one after another. You know, he's not coming out here and getting beat. He's coming out here and beating people down.
Tyler Blake's not even. He just methodically paced around the ring for a minute.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, what did we say? 10-minute time limit?
There we go.
All right, 10-minute time limit. We've got the clock going. John Holt, next week.
Rolls out of the ring to, I guess, just sit back, let them.
Already, yeah, let them see what they want to do to start. Maybe one of them hits a really big move out of the gate. You sneak in and get the pin. Done.
That's true. And Godfather, I'm telling you,
I'd have a hard time in this. Is Oreo, would he be the veteran out of this one?
You know?
I don't know Kenneth Collins. I don't mean that disrespect. I don't.
Down here in front of me.
Yeah, he always brings it over here, puts it on the table. Oh! Shot to the southern regions there.
This look on his face when he just looked at me, God.
Yeah. Oh, God!
Did you hear that?
That
I heard
echoed
that from here.
I think somebody out there in the car just slowed down like they heard that out there.
Here we go, reverse.
Kenneth holding his head like, oh my God.
It's almost like a dragon.
What's he going to do here? Oh!
Reverse DDT there by Tyler Blake.
Oreo the Juggalo down. David, Kenneth, God, geez Louise, words are hard. Oreo the Juggalo rolling to the outside. Kenneth Collins still holding his head. I can't say I blame him. Shit, it made my head hurt.
Oreo right out of it, man. I mean, it's one thing to get the front of your face smashed in, but the back of your head is such a tender area.
Yeah, there's such a soft spot back there for that. Got an armbar now, side headlock, a little bit. This is what makes Tyler Blake dangerous. Look at the technical wrestling going on here. An armbar into a side headlock. Boom, big shoulder. You know, like you said, he's not a big guy, but he's a solid package.
He just hits so hard.
But yeah, I mean, every bit of him is solid. When he runs into you, there's no give to him.
Let me put it to you like this.
Uh-oh.
I've wrestled several people. Oh, here we go. Big stomp.
Oreo sneaks in. Oh, let me get a 1 count.
Tyler Blake's not going to even.
Tyler Blake says, I don't think so. I worked too hard for that. Kicking Oreo back to the outside.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, that was a vicious kick to the kidneys. Now wrenching the leg. My God. Oh! The ankle now. It may be his time for a broken ankle. I don't think the knee's made to bend that direction. And he might be biting him on top of it. Oh my God.
Here comes Oreo though. And that's the thing about Oreo, man. You can never truly count him out. I mean, he's feisty. It's like he enjoys getting hurt, man.
Yeah. Well, you have to always remember with Oreo, he's in that same class with John Boy. we had that Mayhem division. Iorio, a multi-time Mayhem champion. I mean, he can take a beating and then still kick your ass.
Very true, Godfather.
So,
but that big right hand. by
even
Tyler
though we
Blake.
stopped the Mayhem division, it doesn't mean anything. He has still got that mentality that he can take a beating and still come at you. Almost like we were talking about Tyler Blake a second ago. Kenneth Collins may have got a stinger there. You can see him trying to wiggle his arm out. Sorry, Exodus, I don't mean to talk over you there.
I was going to say, you know, we're talking about Iorio being so resilient. You think about it, Iorio's been set on fire. Iorio's been hit by a car, thrown off a 20-foot roof through a table that was on fire. All it took from Tyler Blake was one punch to lay Iorio.
Absolutely. I mean, John Boy and him, it's kind of a crappy deal. We should have gave Iorio an award that night, too, for the oh my God moment with Johnny Banks jumping off the roof at Elride's house.
We did give him that.
We only gave the actual plaque to John Boy, though. We should have made another one if we didn't. I didn't think we did.
Big shot.
But here we go. So here's what we're talking about. He gets some chops. It just fires him up. There's 3 in a row. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now you fired him up. Here he goes.
Look at that big right hand there by Iorio.
Big boot to the face of Kenneth. Good golly, 4 minutes.
Oh, my.
Oh,
a kick to the
Jesus.
side of the face there by Iorio, the Juggalo.
Iorio, after several chops, now he is fired up. Tyler Blake now going for the ride.
Arrow there.
Kenneth quickly on the cover, too.
Oh, both guys.
I don't know who would have won that. I don't know how that would have worked if that would have been a pin. Both Kenneth and Iorio had the chance. Think about that, though. Tyler Blake kicked out with 2 bodies on top of him.
Oh, man. He might be 150 pounds, Godfather, but it doesn't matter. He's a heavyweight,
He is
man.
just, I'm telling you. Now look at this. Iorio in some serious trouble here. You want to give up. Tyler Blake, though, licking his chops at this golden opportunity. Not sure. I'm not sure who he's going to take it out on.
Called to the back, Godfather.
All right, Exodus being called to the back. Tyler Blake now. Oh, my God. Iorio, the ref right there asking if he wants to give. Oh, now we're cinching it in even deeper. Still saying no. Here we go, under the ropes perhaps. 5 minutes remain. 5 minutes. Tyler Blake again biting Kenneth Collins on the arm this time. Last time he got him on the leg. Iorio the Juggalo, of course, the only one that's not.
What part do you like the best?
I guess. Is a leg, or a wingman?
Right.
In the corner now, Tyler Blake. This doesn't look good. Juggalo coming in. Boot to the midsection. Juggalo now throwing him to the outside. Juggalo looking like he's ready to take flight. Here he goes over the top. Oh, catches himself. Oh, Kenneth Collins with a huge right hand. Big stop now. Several more to follow. 4 minutes. 4 minutes remain. Kenneth Collins working the Juggalo over on the outside. Off the rope. Oh, my God, off the apron. Tyler Blake with a huge kick to the face. Triple threat match, so there's no count out. 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes remain. Iorio chants begin to fill the crowd. He will be heading right after this match to the Celebration of Life for Izzy Blackwell. He will be missed here at CHWA. Over the top! Tyler Blake takes out both Iorio and Kenneth Collins. The crowd, they don't seem to like it much, but they are Tyler Blake fans. Tyler Blake now making the crowd crying at him. David Wolf confirming that off here to the right of me, saying, I don't believe he has any fans. I'm telling you what, he may not have many fans, but he's been getting it done. 3 minutes remain.
Sorry about that, Godfather. Very scary situation in the back. We had a wrestler collapse.
Oh, my goodness.
So we're going to have to follow up on that more.
All right.
The medics have asked me not to say who it was just yet.
Tyler Blake has took over out here while you were gone. Over the top rope. Took out Iorio and Kenneth. He's now threw them both back into the ring. And when I say he went over the top and took him out, he took him out, Exodus. If you go back and watch this, he went over that top rope like a Scud missile. Now he's got him all twisted up here, looking for a submission. 2.5 minutes.
Modified Regal strength.
2.5 minutes remain. The
Big
Juggalo,
stomp there,
yeah.
right to the side of Tyler Blake.
Oh man, that slows him down. Oh!
Leg drop. And now
Leg
he's wrapping
drop.
him up in a triangle type submission here. Oh, got him in a modified armbar, it looks like.
Referee right there asking.
Iorio needs to get that
2
right.
minutes.
Oh,
2 minutes
stop
remain.
there by Tyler Blake.
Right into the gut. Oriole rolling to the outside. Might be the only thing saving him
Think about
right
this,
now.
that's the same arm Kenneth was trying to work out earlier. You know that arm's got to be damaged.
Absolutely. He definitely had a stinger. I've sat out here and watched enough of these shows. When they're waving their arm like that, it's because they're trying to get any kind of feeling back in that arm. I did it when I went over the top rope myself. I know that. I remember that from when Noah, if you remember, I tossed out.
Wait a minute here.
Oh, look out. Oh, my God!
Tyler Blake has just destroyed Iorio the Juggalo. And now he's
Oriole
got
the
Kenneth.
Juggalo. Oh, my God. I know this
He
is
just whipped Kenneth Collins.
you know, he works that in every show. Oh, no. Same deal here to Kenneth Collins. Oh, another one.
There is one.
That's got to be it. 2, 3.
That's it.
God. Unbelievable.
What a match. Tyler Blake
The
yet again.
winner of the match. He is the CHWA US champion, Tyler Blake. David Wolf now watching. Tyler Blake now waiting. David Wolf not giving him the belt. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh,
Hey!
Tyler Blake just laid out David Wolf. I know the camera's behind Tyler Blake right now. The look on his face as he's looking at me in Exodus. Oh my God, David.
Some help. We need help.
David. Oh, and then a boot right to the face of the Juggalo. Oh my God, David Wolf, our bell ringer. For some reason, he said he wasn't going to give the belt. Oh, now Tyler Blake acting like he's concerned. The referee's now working him back. You can't see him on my cam, but Dilly's got it on the hard cam out there. Tyler Blake now strapping back on the his mask here. The medics, the referees, all of them trying to help David Wolf back up to his feet here, just off to the right of me. David Wolf does nothing but help this company out. I don't have no idea why Tyler Blake just assaulted him. David Wolf started to take the belt to him, then changed his mind. And my goodness, all right. What a crazy way to start the show here. That microphone's kind of riding my way. Tyler Blake is the winner of the match over Kenneth Collins and Iorio the Juggalo. Big story is, shoot, my bad. There we go. So Tyler Blake is the winner of the match. We got I'm doing multiple jobs here. My goodness, sorry folks.
Despicable son of a bitch.
Tyler Blake enjoying it in the middle of the ring. I cut to me here, sorry.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
He's sitting out here enjoying it for a minute, but what a way to start the show. David Wolf does nothing but help this company. Let's see, I'm 51. I think Dave's in his 60s. I mean, why punch a man in his 60s? It just all he does is he rings the bell and he brings the belts out to the kids. Not quite for sure why.
David Wolf. He's a tough guy though. David Wolf ain't gonna be down forever.
All right, so I'll have to be ringing the bell here for a
Hey,
minute.
let me get the mic up.
All right, the medic now out here helping Iorio the Juggalo. David Collins rolling back into the ring here with that briefcase. It's not rightfully his, but he does have control of it at the moment. Oh, the Juggalo down he goes.
Man, this is a frightening scene here. Thank you.
Just because I lost this match, don't mean anything. Parasite, you got lucky. We had no other man in the match, so my focus wasn't all on you. Because I still have this. My time will come.
You've got some music in your Godfather.
Oh, Sean Justice. Damn, I missed it. Sean Justice. Oh, I don't know if that was a stunner. Looked like a stunner, perhaps.
John Justice came right in, just laid him out. He's
Right in, man, right back out he goes. It's like a hit and run right there. Good God.
Oh,
Kenneth Collins
is out.
He felt that. Look, I say, he don't know where he's at right now. I think we're going to need the medic. Oh, here comes Alistair Crow.
Here comes Alistair Crow. These are all the guys that have qualified so far for the briefcase. Crow's helping him up. They did have a weird alliance a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, no.
Oh! Crow just lays him out. Just lays him out.
Kenneth Collins now grabbing his leg. We're going to need the medic back out here again.
We got more music in. Oh, man. Here comes Isaiah the Enforcer.
Isaiah the Enforcer.
They've all had it with this guy.
Isaiah the Enforcer has also qualified for the briefcase.
Oh, no. We know what's coming here.
Oh, no, not the spear. He's no way. No way, no way! Oh, no. Kenneth Collins may not be in one piece by next week.
Yeah, I don't even know how he's going to get to the back. You know what, though? When you run your mouth consistently at people, man, things happen.
Isaiah the Enforcer
I think at this
now
point we
making
need to
his
get
way
the
to the
medics
back.
out here. We need to get the medics out here. We've got more music hitting. Are you serious? Chaos Justin! Are you serious? Dude, I love this show. I love this show. It's the best wrestling show on the planet Earth, dude.
Kenneth Collins has just been in a triple threat match, and now he's getting hit with like 5 finishers.
Oh, big super kick to the jaw of Kenneth Collins. Wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Haven't seen this in a while. The Chaos Theory, baby.
The Chaos Theory, after all of that. Chaos now grabs the briefcase.
Man, this match, Godfather.
Unbelievable.
Hey, here's Chaos.
Chaos there with the briefcase. Excellent.
The music up.
And the briefcase has been returned. All right, what a crazy start to the show here. We're going to need like everybody and their brother to come out here and get him.
All right, well, Godfather, what a night. Let's just talk about tonight for just a second.
What a wild start here to the night.
We've got so much stuff that's happened so far. We've had Kenneth Collins is still out here. He's literally crawling to the back right now.
Should I go get somebody?
I think we should go get some refs. But ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless, Kenneth Collins has just been destroyed out here. We have seen so many things have happened tonight. My hair's a mess. PT Beckham was out here. We heard about the main event for tonight, with it being Umbra and PT. But man, what a show so far.
I still haven't got any word. I just went back. I still haven't got a word on David Wolf. Oh, I went to the back to try and get help. Now they're shoving Bo Dickerson. Granted, he's a good guy, but hey, they're just coming out to help. Now Linda.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if she had a stage name or not. Sorry. Nope. Linda, one of our medics. Oh, the knee. Kenneth Collins refusing help.
The crowd is cheering.
And they're telling him he deserved it. My God, add insult to injury.
Godfather.
Sorry, thank you.
Godfather, what a match. What a night so far.
And we were only on match, 1, 2?
That was match 1.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even in the second match yet. My God.
This night just did not get any weird.
This is just, we misnamed this show. This show should have been named Googly Moogly. All right, match number 2 getting ready here. Another triple threat, it appears.
Here they are, the tag team champions. One half, I don't know where the other belt is, but it's Angelo Grimsley, Drew Carter, and Esau Crane. Why do you always look like you smell something bad, dog? I don't get it. But these 3 guys, man, Obviously, they've taken CHWA by storm. They are the current tag team champions.
And if you
Listen to this crowd.
tell by the crowd, though, the crowd totally despises them.
Really, I thought they just adored him.
I actually brought this up. Now, actually, if you'd be somebody in the room and I brought this up last week, you would understand it. They are almost as hated, and I hated bringing up the name last week, they are almost as hated as Jenna Tonic.
Yeah.
If you remember her, when Jenna Tonic, and this is what I was talking about with her last week, when Jenna Tonic called it quits for CHWA, the original old building.
Yep.
If you recall, she came out there to give her goodbye speech, and it was all warm and heartfelt. And the crowd crucified her because they hated her so bad that even when she broke kayfabe and was saying goodbye,
You got a ball.
the no-show warriors, Bo Dickerson and Kirk Mallett.
Oh my God! They just got a huge ovation. Kirk and Bo just got a huge ovation from the crowd. Godfather, this has been the craziest night we've had before.
And if you actually remember when this tag team started, they both wanted no part of teaming with Kirk Mallett.
Makes both sense. Oh. Oh, I know what you want to do. Maestro.
It's like a video game. We just had to reset. Start it over.
Listen,
all right,
don't
triple
you be
threat
upset
match here.
Dragon's Guild's the best tag team.
That would be biased for me to say that.
Yes, it is.
I should not be trusted with technology.
I hear ye.
All
There's a
right.
reason I'm the animal. I shouldn't have this.
Here we go, ladies and gents.
Triple threat. Angelo Grimsley, Bo
All right, has
Dickerson,
returned
Tommy
my
Davis.
megaphone.
There we go. The bell has been rung. I had to do that for
Tommy
David
Davis
Wolf.
face to face.
It's
Yeah,
odd. David
give
Wolf
him
not
one,
sitting next
baby.
to me.
Give him one. Sorry, Godfather. I can't stay impartial, man.
Oh!
Bo Dickerson just kicked him in the
Kick
face.
to the back of the head or the side
Yes,
of the
Bo.
head.
All right. Bo Dickerson. And Bo's on one today. He's got
Sean Justice grinning over there in the doorway. He liked it.
Here we go. Tommy Davis, Bo Dickerson, circling in the middle of the ring.
Here we go.
Oh, Tommy captures the arm, floats over, big arm ringer.
Man, down
puts him right
goes
to an
Bo.
arm bar.
Angelo Grimsley now sat down just right out in front of the ring here, just watching the action at this juncture. Not a bad play. Mentioned it with Tyler Blake as well. Tyler Blake did the same thing. Only Tyler Blake didn't get kicked in the head to start the match.
That's very true. And Bo kicked him hard,
Tyler
man.
Blake did the kicking.
Here we go. Bo is just, his arm
Oh,
is getting
yeah, he
really
is in some
broken.
trouble here. Couple of good. Oh, and shoes coming in. Oh my goodness.
Just throw all of them at him. Screw that guy.
Angelo Grimsley, I got to give him credit though. He's not getting up and moving away.
Hey, it's Elride Davis.
Elride Davis.
Here we go, though, back in the ring. Tommy Davis still
Back
just
to
in
the
perfect
action here.
control,
Bo,
man.
yeah, I say Bo Dickerson better do something. He's in some serious
Well,
trouble
here's the
here.
thing about Bo. You know, we all know he's a country boy. He can throw hands. But when it comes to technical wrestling, Godfather, I'm making the statement right now. There's no one better than Tommy Davis.
Oh, and here comes Angelo. Takes him down into the corner.
I'm going to go help him with this.
I don't blame you. Okay, Angelo Grimsley now kicking Bo Dickerson to the outside. Oh, God! Huge knee from Angelo Grimsley right into the face. Up onto the second rope. Leg drop. Tommy Davis in some serious trouble. Oh, my goodness. Angelo Grimsley got kicked in the face to start the match, but he is exacting revenge. Grabs the leg there, stops the move. Quickly into a submission hold now. Tommy Davis with the upper hand. Bo Dickerson on the outside. Perhaps getting some words of advice or wisdom here from Kirk Malice. Oh, Exodus with shoes to the back. Drew Carter now getting shoes in the back. Oh, Exodus. Elride taking it out on the new foundation. Meanwhile, in the ring, Tommy Davis has turned the tide. Has put a stop here to Angelo Grimsley.
Godfather, I didn't do anything. I plead the fifth.
3 minutes has elapsed.
I plead the
7 minutes remain. The footage speaks for itself. Oh my God! I don't know who that was or where it happened, but somebody just got plowed. I think it may have been Drew Carter and Elride back there. Somebody got
Kirk is
plowed.
a grappling match that's going on here.
Elride is not one of them guys you want to get into a grappling match with.
No, dude.
I'll tell you what, though, I got to say it. As much as it pains me, Drew Carter can grapple as well.
Drew Carter is
Don't let his
bad.
size fool you. He can throw arm bars and submission holds with the best of them. As you can see from both of them over there, neither one of them's
Drew
really,
Carter's starting to rain
I
down.
was gonna say, neither one has really gained an upper hand. It's been a pretty fair battle.
Oh, yeah.
As much as it pains me to say that.
Though Tommy Davis has Angelo in the corner.
Oh!
My God!
Tommy Davis all the way through to the outside. Oh! Bo Dickerson plows into an empty corner. Elride coming over to check the shoulder. Angelo Grimsley quickly up top.
Big knee right to the face.
God! Bo Dickerson in some serious trouble now. Everybody.
I think maybe Angelo's shin caught Bo there, but it was enough
That
that it
could
hurt.
be.
Angelo can tip up.
Look at that. And look at how taunting the crowd. Bo Dickerson in some trouble.
Tommy Davis still has not recovered from that shoulder. Drew Carter's up on his feet though. Plenty of gas still left in that.
Off the top, big right hand into the side of the head of Bo Dickerson. Angelo Grimsley coming off. Oh, baseball slide out of the way.
A big kicker by Bo again. Bo all of a sudden knows how to use
Bo
his feet.
utilizing his feet here and doing it well.
You think that Kirk Malice maybe has a what's the word I'm looking for, a Godfather?
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Held him up there, let the blood rush to the head,
Oh,
and dropped
man.
him down on his back. You could see perhaps you could see the expression there on Angelo's face. That was definitely painful.
Oh, man, that was
here
brutal.
we go. Bo going up top.
Bo's up top. Here we go.
And here he comes. Oh, comes flying down. I think Drew Carter took the brunt of that. But at the same time, all three go crashing down.
Well, you know what's scary, Godfather?
Angelo Grimsley.
I hate Angelo with a burning passion, man.
Big right hand. Oh, my God!
Right through the middle rope.
Through that middle rope, that flip cannonball. Bo Dickerson, you could hear his head slam off the canvas. We have 4 minutes. 4 minutes remain.
What I was getting at there, Godfather, though, was the way Angelo landed. His feet clipped them ropes, landed right on his neck.
Absolutely.
And look, even then, he's grimacing.
I am amazed that Bo Dickerson is able to get back up on his feet after that moonsault or whatever, that
big right
cannonball flip. Angelo now working over Tommy. Oh, Tommy ducks under. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, God! Down he goes. Oh, Bo Dickerson rolls him up. 1, 2.
Oh, my God, what a match! What a match they're having right now. What a fight!
Angelo Grimsley is down. They're throwing shoes at him. What?
Oh, God! My God!
Bo Dickerson just got his head took off, too. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. My God. Holy cow. Woo. The winner of the match, Tommy Davis. Wow.
What a match. That was an awesome match.
That was the definition of a barn burner right there. My God. Tommy Davis applaud the crowd. Bo Dickerson, Kurt Mallett now making their way out. Oh, they're still getting covered with shoes. And there goes Angelo Grimsley, one half of the tag team champions, telling us we're number 1.
He looks
all right
upset there, Godfather, but
well, you know,
I'm gonna go get an update on David Wolf.
All right, see what you can find out for me here.
I'm gonna go get an update on David Wolf.
All right. Dilly now making his way into the ring here.
All right. We got all the shoes.
Picking up the shoes that were thrown at Angelo Grimsley in the new foundation. That is too funny.
Let's keep going, everybody. We got someone who wants to come out and talk for a sec. So, nice one.
Hit it. All right, making her way out here, the CHWA Women's Champion, Ashton Alexander. Oh, David Wolf has made his way back here ringside with me. Glad to see you're back, Dave.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I want to do that again.
I don't know what that was all about. Man. All right, David Wolf here back next to me. Ashton Alexander's now made her way to the ring here. Let's see what she has to say here to CHWA Nation. Cut it! Yay, the music stopped.
Shut up. Take pictures like you're supposed to. Anyway, so let's just talk about next week. Is John Holt. And for some reason, Matty Exodus and Ibuyuri are inserted into my match.
You kind of put him in your own match, just as fair warning.
I did mess up with that one. But anyway, so I think it's complete bullshit. I don't. But I guess whoever, this is with me, it's gonna stay.
coming out is Maddie Lee Exodus. Maddie Lee Exodus wearing an Ashton Alexander shirt.
Whoever does music needs to be fired. Apparently, you need to keep an eye on your gear bag more often because this week I am Madeline Alex. That don't fit. Oh, come on. You know you want to be my friend. I don't. You know you want to be my buddy. No. Yes, you do. What are you out here for? What do you want? I have a proposal. What's that? That you just can't say no to because you don't have a choice. I might. I'm the champion, so I can say no to a dance competition. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. A dance competition? Because I know that I can outdance you, outwork you, shake my butt a little more than you. I guess. Come on, we're gonna do a dance competition right now. Right now. Play some music. You going first? I'm not doing this. Oh, I'm not doing this.
A few moments later.
That's right.
Maddie Exodus getting down here.
She is pure white bread. Oh, Ashton Alexander was trying to lead. Maddie Lee says no.
Maddie Exodus getting down. Ashland's not having any part of it.
Ashton Alexander maybe not perhaps feeling the music here.
It is now Ashland's turn.
Oh, Ashton Alexander, big right hand.
Of course.
Now begins to just assault Maddie Lee.
It's supposed to be a dance contest.
So much for a dance contest here.
She just at no point can do anything cool.
Maddie Lee, Ashton Alexander, and Emma Yuri.
Oh, here comes the backup. Here they
comes
come.
Emma Yuri, Sophia Sombra.
You gotta turn it on. Yeah. All right. So, I've been gone for 2 weeks, right? And what is this? I heard even Emma qualified to wrestle at John Holt Go next week. What about me? What about me? What about you? I deserve a shot, because I know I will win. You've already had your shot. You ran out of our last match. Don't worry. Give me a match tonight. I'll prove you wrong. Against who? Come on, Commissioner. Oh boy, let's hear it.
Okay, people, I've got an idea. Probably not the best one that I've ever come up with. It's kind of on the fly. I don't really know what I'm doing. Deandra! Hello! Well, Peggy's not here, and Joe's way over there. So it's your turn. Listen. Here's what I think. Emma Yuri's qualified to face Ashland Alexander.
Something like that.
Maddie Exodus beat Ashland to qualify.
She got lucky.
And Ashland's the champion. So, what I think... So what I think, Miss Sophia, I think we have Maddie Exodus versus Emma Yuri versus Sophia Samba, and if Sophia wins, she gets to be in the match at John Holt Yo!
I'm gonna stay here and watch this one.
Since you don't have your gear, and since okay,
Because
hang on.
somebody stole it.
Since you don't have your gear, and since you want to put your hands on people, and none of these people seem to like you, and I certainly don't, I think you ain't got enough.
Yeah, you're not. Sit on it and hold for something. No, I would not. Okay, well, she's coming over here, Godfather. Here we go. I'm gonna get beat up now.
All right. There we go. Triple threat match here. Sophia Sombra.
Natty Exodus takes Sophia down. Or
Quickly
that was Emma Yuri.
shoving Emma Yuri down. Oh, here comes Sophia Sombra. Shoving Maddie back into the corner.
Ashley Alexander is not happy with this.
I kind of understand, but we'll see what happens. It is a tall order here. I mean, Sophia Sombra has to beat 2 people in order to get this opportunity, so it's not like we made it easy for her.
Well, and you also got to think about this.
Oh, my God.
If I'm Ashley Alexander, which I'm not, then I would be rooting for Maddie or Emma at this point. You really scared me, you know that?
Ashton Alexander right here, just right on top of Exodus' shoulder. Maddie Lee going up on the second rope, shot to the back. Oh no!
Wait a minute. We've seen
Sophia
do
this
here.
before.
Oh, Alabama slam there.
Maddie Lee.
By the spicy Puerto Rican. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Grabbing the leg now.
Modified Boston, half Boston crab there by Sophia. Emma Yuri, I think is.
I don't think she's close enough to get to the rope.
I think she might have.
Oh, Maddie now gets hold of the rope. Sophia Sombra has to break the hold.
And here Ashley Alexander, the champion, the ever so fighting champion. Oh, big DDT to
Maddie Lee drops straight down on her head.
Oh, wait a minute, there's Emma Yuri.
Emma Yuri comes diving in to make the save. Emma now big boot to Sophia.
Let's be honest here. Emma Yuri, like last week, come out this new look. Now both women teaming up on Sophia, and this is a smart strategy. You don't want another person in that match. It's John Yo. Big double clothesline to Sophia Sombra.
Oh, a quick cover here, too.
And you know what? Emma was going to let it happen.
Emma was going to let it happen if it was going to happen there.
That's smart, but Sophia,
you know, either way it would have eliminated.
Right hand there.
Either way, it would have eliminated Sophia, so it wasn't a bad strategy.
That's very true.
I mean, if Maddie or Emma wins tonight, it doesn't mean squat.
That's true. Look, Sophia was trying to get a big kick to the knee. Man. Another big kick to the knee. Oh, big spear.
Down goes Sophia, hooks the leg.
Oh, Maddie breaks up the cover.
Maddie Lee says, I'm not going to let it happen.
You almost got to question, why would Maddie do that?
I think, you know, at some point, though, that's got to just be instinct.
So
you see a cover, you want to win, so you're going to instinctively go over and break the count.
But then when you stop and think, though.
Yeah, you know, and it could be maybe that's what happened with Emma. Emma had that moment of clarity there for a second. That's why she didn't try to stop it. Maddie Lee went with the more logical approach of what you would normally think. Oh, big leg drop. Maddie Lee hooks the leg. 1, 2. Sophia breaks the count. Ashton Alexander not happy still out here.
Away from
Is that what that was?
Yes.
I seen something go by. All right, now they got Emma in the corner here. Shots from both Maddie and Sophia.
And Chris.
Oh, Emma hard into the corner. My goodness. Big splash from Maddie Lee.
Sophia
goes down, boot to the midsection.
You know, this is what gets me. Now look here. There's another alliance between Sophia and Maddie.
It just, you know, it just has ebbed and flowed.
Wait a minute.
3.5 minutes in.
Hey, she told you. She told you.
Off the rope now. Here. Oh, what a catch.
Oh, huge
slam. This could be it. 1, 2.
Big kick
Maddie
out
Lee with a kick out. Woo!
Got rocked.
Oh, I thought that might have been it.
Never buried you.
Maddie Lee hit with that big move there by Sophia into the corner. Big boot to the midsection. What's she gonna do here? Oh my! Oh, what a kick! Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And that is gonna do it.
I was about to say that.
Sophia Sombra. Need that mic.
Huh?
That. I can't believe she actually handed it to me. The winner of the match and advancing into the Women's Championship match is John Ho-Yo, Sophia Sombra. All right, Sophia Sombra. Ashton Alexander saying, "Do you really think you got a shot?" Sophia Sommer just looking straight over, twice repeated, "I'll see you next week."
Maddie Exodus and Emma.
Wow.
They're winnings here and getting out of the casino.
What a battle. A battle.
Emma Yuri helping Maddie.
Oh, wait a minute, though. Emma a little bit up. Maddie not happy. Emma Yuri. What a battle. All right.
Here we
Sophia Somber into the dance next week. Still your champion, she says. Play my music, she says. You better do that or you're going to be in trouble.
You know, I got another idea that just sprung into my mind. So, instead of...
I have backup, moron. Instead of it just being a match, why don't we make the women's title match the main event of day 1, Saturday night? There you go.
All right, the main event now, day 1.
It's official.
Even guys that don't like you.
Even the Bluetooth doesn't like us.
You gotta move it around. There you go. Godfather, what a night, man.
This has been pretty chaotic so far, that is for
This
sure.
night has ran off the rails more time than Ozzy on the crazy train.
Hi everyone, this is Ring It Down Sir Dilly here, and wanted to come to you guys with kind of a little commercial in the middle of our show. Wanted to talk to you about our Patreon. We want to get this going as much as possible, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it. So with Patreon, it's a way to support us if you can't be at shows, or if you're out of state maybe. Something to help support us, you know, as we keep going, because we're going to need a lot of support from you guys, and that's even from even out of our normal fans who show up to the show. Kind of to give you a little bit of a rundown, there will be no more live weekly shows. It's all going to be taped on Sunday with a live studio audience. So if you want to come to the shows, you are more than welcome to. We will be at 127 West MacArthur Drive in Cottage Hills, Illinois. But yeah, so there's not going to be any more of that, but we still will be posting those on Thursday. So there's no longer going to be Sunday Night Assault. It's going to be Thursday Night Throwdown. So just so you guys are a little heads up. But so there's that, plus there's also our pay-per-view shows. Our pay-per-view shows will not be going onto our Facebook or anywhere else except for here on Patreon. Or, well, I guess not here. This is our show. What am I doing? They'll be on Patreon. And to access the pay-per-view shows, all you have to do is subscribe to our For Life tier. Just what Christian likes to say, and what's on the back of these shirts. For Life. I don't know if you can see it. Nope. Let's go. Boom. For Life. That is our top tier. It's only $10 a month. And for $10 a month, it gives you exclusive access to our pay-per-views, as well as a bunch of other things. So I'm going to go through the tiers real quickly for you guys, just to kind of, you know, give you a heads up of what you're looking into. So our first tier is the rookie tier, and that is $1 a month. For your rookie tier, you will get exclusive behind-the-scenes content videos that we will be posting here on Patreon, as well as exclusive match cards. You'll get the match card for the upcoming show. Okay, so that's the rookie tier. Our next tier is the CHWA Nation tier. That's only $5 a month. And for $5 a month, you get everything that you get with the rookie tier. So the behind-the-scenes video contents, as well as match card early. The other stuff that you'll be getting are exclusive interviews of CHWA staff / roster, whichever you prefer, as exclusive Patreon championship matches. And an autographed photo of your preferred wrestler, tag team, staff member, whichever you want. You can get that for $5 a month. Now, to explain a little bit of the Patreon championship. So here on our Patreon, we will be having exclusive matches that will be not related to anything in particular. It is only just what you fans want. So if you fans want to see particular matchups, like say, I know, a tag team. Like say, let's put Chameleon and Nasty Wand together. If you guys want to see a match between Chameleon and Nasty Wand, we can do that. That's all going to be all on Patreon, and they will crown belt a Patreon champion, and that'll be all on the Patreon, so you guys won't even see it here in the shows. It will be a part of the shows at any point. But yeah, so $5 a month, you get behind the scenes, the match card, interviews with CHWA staff, videos for our Patreon championship, as well as an autographed photo of your preferred wrestler, tag team, or staff member. And that's the CHWA Nation tier. All right. Now, for the 4 Life tier. That is our top tier. It is $10 a month. And for $10 a month, which, by the way, you pay $10 to get into the live shows in person. So, just saying, $10 a month isn't that much. $10 a month for the 4 Life tier, you get everything that I previously talked about. The match card, the behind the scenes, the interviews, the Patreon championship matches, the autograph, plus you get our exclusive pay-per-view shows. Those will be live on Patreon once a month, all a part of the 4 Life tier. You will also be given an additional 2 autograph photos of your choice, wrestler, tag team, or staff member, CHWA bumper sticker, and wrestlers' reactions to old footage. So we've got something kind of in the works where we're going to start filming some of our roster react to old CHWA footage. We're talking from the beginning CHWA footage. So, but that's all for the 4 Life tier. You're going to see all of that on Patreon. You guys won't see any of it here in our shows, but please, 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 please come out and support us through our Patreon. We will make sure to post all the links into our Facebook, and we will make sure that you guys, if you guys have any questions about it, come talk to us. We will gladly direct you to the right area. But yeah, so that's my little commercial. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. Let's go ahead and go back to the action, kind of catch back up and see what you guys got going on.
Yeah, they don't want to see our ugly mugs.
Yeah, they do.
They'd rather see it in that little box instead of fruity old right as well.
I can't blame them.
That's why I grow all this shit.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless, crazy evening so far.
Somebody asked me that. They said, you shave that down in the summertime? I said, hell no, nobody wants to see what's under there.
Here he comes, Isaiah the Enforcer.
You really just get used to it.
Yeah.
It's the reality of it. I'm used to having a beard, but one without it.
Isaiah the Enforcer making his way out from the back here.
Isaiah the Enforcer, that's right. Turned on Sean Justice, my bad, 2 weeks ago. The vest is back.
Look how big he is, man.
He does seem to have gotten bigger.
Look how big he is, dude.
I don't think he really ever got smaller, but it does seem these last few weeks he has been larger than life. He may be hitting the gym again, who knows? He's certainly been hitting the pantry.
Yeah, no, that ain't no joke.
I say, yeah, I think he's working some shit.
And this music is just as quiet as he is.
I know this music right off.
Here's the back corner. Allison Hill. All right, let's bring out your opponents.
All right, we got Sean Justice now making his way out. We have Alistair Crow, Isaiah the Enforcer. We got Sean Justice out here. Who will his partner be? All right, match 4. We got 7 matches on the card tonight. Sean Justice laughing and pointing at Isaiah the Enforcer in the ring.
All right, Sean, let's bring out your opponent. Your partner, what am I saying? Your partner.
Chaos Jester coming out here teaming with Sean Justice.
Your partner, Sean, is Chaos Jester.
Chaos Jester, Sean Justice teaming up here tonight. 1 week out from John Holt Yo.
Background there, Godfather. Alistair Crow, Isaiah the Enforcer, shit chatting. That is a scary sight to see.
All right, Chaos Jester, Sean Justice teaming up here tonight against Alistair Crow, Isaiah the Enforcer. I'd be hard pressed right here to pick a winner just right out of the gates of this. I don't know. This could go either way. Sean Justice knows the Enforcer forwards, backwards, upside down, crooked sideways, every direction. Vice versa. Chaos Jester, Alistair Crow, they've had a few epic battles over the years. So this could go, honestly, either way. And that's not me just trying to be biased. That's just me looking at the teams that are in front of us here tonight. This could go either way. One thing I could say, it's probably going to be one hell of a match, I can tell you that. Chaos Jester, Alistair Crow, apparently going to be the guys to start it off. There's the bell, 10-minute time limit. We are underway. Match number 4, 7 matches on the card. 1 week out from John Holt Yo. 2-day event here next week, Saturday and Sunday. The girls, all 4 of the women in the women division, in a fatal 4-way for the women's championship belt. That's a main event, day 1. That's going to be one hell of a match. It's going to be fun commentating that. Meanwhile, right now, we have Alistair Crow, Chaos Jester.
I am so spread thin today, Godfather. Here we go. Alistair Crow. And a
tag there, Sean Justice. Oh, Sean.
Right in.
Oh! Big shot there to the back, Alistair Crow.
Big bulldog there by Sean Justice.
Sean Justice loves that bulldog. He doesn't see that almost every week with him. He hits that really well,
There we go. He's got a chin lock and a chicken wing applied here. Austin the ref, my little cousin Austin the ref.
Yes, sir.
He used to call that the RI chicken wing. I have no idea where the RI came from.
Alistair Crow just raking the face there of Sean Justice. Sometimes you just got to do whatever you got to break a hole.
And you know what, Crow? Crow's like the back
hard into the corner.
Everyone's a victim. I mean, just every week I say this with Crow. It always seems like Crow just gets more and more dangerous. Here comes big Isaiah the Enforcer, though.
Big shot into the midsection there. Has to be weird being in that ring battling your former partner for years and years and years. Isaiah the Enforcer. Oh, Sean Justice goes flying off that top rope. Big shoulder. DDT. Down goes the Enforcer. Hooks a leg. 2 count, able to kick out. Sean Justice now working on that arm.
Well, and you got to think here, Godfather. You know, Sean Justice knows Isaiah the Enforcer. Isaiah the Enforcer knows Sean Justice. Big knee there by Chaos Jester.
Jester now tagging here with Sean Justice. What's he gonna do? Oh!
Big leg drop there to the crotch. I know who taught Chaos that move.
Hooks the leg here. 2. Isaiah the Enforcer, kind of a nonchalant cover there. Had 0 weight on the Enforcer. That's not going to get it done 99.99% of the
I
time.
don't think Chaos realized the tag has happened yet here.
Oh, big shot right to the back.
And that confirmed it to me, Godfather.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, Crow almost looked like he was going for his full Nelson submission there.
Off the rope. Oh!
Huge
Reverse elbow. Hooks the
Look
leg.
at that
Here's
cover.
the cover.
Sean Justice, though, slaps the back of Crow's head.
Smart move there by Sean Justice. That probably could have been the 1, 2, 3 there, perhaps. Oh, got caught there though by an elbow. Takes him off. Oh, Chaos though, a punch and a kick, fighting back here. Oh,
slips the leg there. Smart wrestling.
Absolutely. Alistair Crow, big strong kid.
Big surfboard stretch there, Godfather. Wait a minute, look, here we go.
Sean Justice
standoff.
Seen it coming. You can see Isaiah the Enforcer saying, I was just that close.
You know, let's be honest here. I mean, again, this goes back to Sean Justice knowing Isaiah the Enforcer.
Absolutely. They weren't one of the friendliest tag teams in wrestling. If you have to tip your hat to their record. The years together, the amount of times they were tag team champions.
They're 8-time CHWA.
They were never the friendliest guys. They were always cheap shot and low blowing, doing whatever it took to get the W, and it worked for them. So Sean Justice knows that about Isaiah the Enforcer.
I think Chaos might hit his face on the apron.
That did look like it didn't go as planned.
Look, Sean Justice over here, backing Isaiah the Enforcer.
Look now, Alistair Crow trying to turn the attention, but it's not working at all. Sean Justice over to protect the back there of Chaos Jester. Here it goes. Oh!
And that's
spear from the outside.
Oh, big stunner though.
Stunner though from Sean Justice. Oh, look out!
Oh,
Crow with a big boot.
Taking Sean Justice out.
3 of the 4 men in this match are down. The ref has begun the count.
I just read Crow's lips. He just said that effing hurt. You know, and that's something people don't understand. These mats on the outside of the ring, it gives some padding. Underneath them is pure concrete. It is cement. So when you're hitting that, there's no give.
Absolutely.
There's no give.
Back in the ring. The code breaker. Alistair Crow. Staggered, dazed, and confused. Hooks a leg, though. 2.
Oh! Isaiah the Enforcer.
I don't know if he came in or if Alistair kicked out, but either way, it stopped at a 2 count. We're at the halfway point here. 5 minutes. 5 minutes remain. Halfway mark here of this match. It has been brutal. I did say it would be a heck of a match. It has lived up to the billing so far. I still can't tell you who's going to win. It has been back and forth. Hooks the leg again. Alistair Crow, he's a big, strong kid. You got to do more than just hook that leg. You've got to put every ounce of your beings on him. Trying to take the leg out again from the big man. They clipped that leg earlier, I believe.
That is a very deep half Boston crab there, Godfather.
Chaos Jester now trying to get the crowd fired up.
Wait a minute, though. Isaiah the Enforcer here. pushing the
saying
rope.
no. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. Alistair Crow able to.
Crow threw him off.
I believe so. Able to use his tree trunk of a leg.
Dude, he does have big,
He's
thick
got some
legs.
big, thick legs. I'm telling you what. Yeah, when you look at this match, no disrespect to Sean Justice or Chaos Jester, but they definitely have the Alistair Crow and Isaiah the Enforcer definitely have the brawn. They definitely have the big muscles and the.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you see what just happened?
Tagged himself in.
No, he didn't even tag himself in. He got the rut distracted and clapped.
Oh, I missed that. See, I was even watching and I missed it.
Oh, there's a code breaker.
Code breaker now on Sean Justice. Alistair Crow. Half Nelson slams him down.
Oh, takes out Chaos.
Takes
Jester.
out Chaos. 3.5 minutes to go.
Oh,
And that's gonna do it. You have got to be kidding me. The crowd, you can hear the crowd does not like the outcome of that. The winners of the match, Alistair Crow and Isaiah the Enforcer. Definitely not who the crowd wanted to see win.
Next week, Godfather, the briefcase match. That's what I'm excited to see.
You're going to see these four guys again. And Isaiah just took out the ref for no reason. The ref was raising his hand in victory.
Chaos Jester is trying to get his bearings back about himself here. You can tell he is just out of it. Now he's back. He looks like he's making his way back over. I think he's going to keep.
I think he's trying to just. Yeah, I think he's trying to protect Sean. Is what he's trying to do at this juncture. Ref is laid out. We're probably gonna get somebody out here for him. I know we're not live, so it's not gonna do me no good to tell that to the camera. You go get a medic for us. All right. Sean Justice is definitely injured.
Despicable display, Godfather.
Isaiah the Enforcer, Alistair Crow, they're up on. I know you can't see him right now. The hard camera has them, perhaps, or the mobile camera. But they were standing on the top rope saying we were number one. Sean Justice now being helped out by Chaos. Here comes Maggie the medic to help him in the back. Sean Justice holding his shoulder. If we get an update, we'll let you know. Sean Justice in the back. Alistair Crow. Alistair Crow now saying he's not going to be his friend come Sunday. Talking about that briefcase right there. All those men will be in a battle for that briefcase next week. Golden opportunity. Isaiah the Enforcer right in front of us. We got that
for the briefcase. You hear what he just said?
Absolutely. Tough order. Whoever wins that, you got to tip your cap, because I'm telling you what, that is.
That's one of the craziest matches.
Crazy battle. That's going to be a tough one to win. So that's all right.
Your leg there.
Dilly getting back into the ring. We're getting ready to go to match number 5 here.
Let's keep it going, everybody. We got a tag match. Take it for one ball.
10. Let's just stay at 10. We got that showing tonight. For real though, because you got to get that.
Got to get dizzy.
I can't. I got to go home and make dinner. I am sorry. Beth's just super sick, man. She's still not feeling good.
Here they come, the new foundation.
And I got to go home and barbecue chicken. That takes a long while.
Carlock Cross, Drew Carter holding the tag championship.
Well, we asked earlier where the other belt was. There it is.
Today. He saw Crane just staring at me like I've done something to him. I did hit him with shoes.
You know, I hate to say this, especially on camera in case he's watching, but this is the second week in a row that Angelo Grimsley had to come back out, and he looks a little worse for the wear. Doesn't look real happy as he's over here right in front of us now. Oh, he wants a microphone, my bad.
I had to give him help.
Which two are the champions?
Harlock Cross, Drew.
Okay, go ahead and keep playing the music then for that. Okay.
It's our time now, please exit.
I mean, I'm going already, you know. Be about it. Oh, wait, sorry.
One of him.
Yeah, because we know they don't play fair and
They
ice.
would definitely jump ring announcer Dilly.
Because of our apparent actions, seriously, actions, after our actions of disrespecting lowlifes, disrespecting nobodies, you and Godfather decided to get salty, to get mad, to get jealous, all right? So what they decided to do, all right? They decided to take us and put us at John Hall, of all things, our title defense. It's now a ladder match? That's not fair. And to top it off, you went SWO to the match. SWO hasn't even earned a shot, but all right. That's fine. You poked holes in the contract. You poked holes in the contract. I poked holes in the contract. It states in the CHWA contract that every member of a tag team that is a tag team champion can defend that title in the same match. So while you guys were cheating, like always, we flipped the odds. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make an example of whatever team comes out.
I got you, team. Enjoy this.
All right, here we go. New foundation saying they don't care who it is. They're going to just beat the tar out of them.
It is the Los Tres Idiosos, man.
We're going to have to refund that guy's money.
Oh, absolutely. So we've got Skittles, Jose, and Chico. Is that guy wearing a Los Tres shirt? He's wearing the Los Tres shirt,
That's
Godfather.
fantastic.
He just got his wish.
All right, so we got Jose and Skittles. I can't remember I can't remember all their names. I've never been able to from day one.
Hey, Carter, you son of a bitch. Hey,
I don't have a mic.
I believe the man who finishes Ryan Carter address.
Hey, Drew Carter, I thought of something funnier than 24. 25.
I wore these socks. I normally don't bring up names, okay? But I'm in a salty mood, according to Drew Carter. I wore some special socks today, Chris Vance, just for you.
Hey, this is a family show.
You see that? Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, now back to the PG show.
Hey, I'm talking.
This is family show.
I know, I just blew it, but that's okay.
Shame on you, Godfather.
I'll find myself. So I was saving that for the end of the show, but you know what? The opportunity presented itself. Thank you, Skittles, for that.
That was my dance move.
in your wildest, wettest dreams.
That was really gross.
You know, Pain Train may not be one of the good guys right now in CHWA, but what happened to him the other night, last night, is wrong. Extremely wrong.
You want to open it up and talk about it? 'Cause I'm okay with it.
I'm extremely pissed off. I'm going to wait till the end of the show, and I'm going to have a few minutes to address that shit. And I got a feeling y'all like what I got to say.
I haven't heard a Godfather rant in a long time.
I haven't went off since the last time I mentioned somebody on camera, Sean Vincent. I ain't forgot about your ass either. All right, here we go. I don't have a beef with him no more, but that's the last time I did it. So here we go. Sorry about that, folks. I really do apologize for that language. I really do.
Apologize. The CHWA Nation love it.
I know we do have some young kids that watch our stuff. Skittles now. Why would Skittles do a test of strength with Harlock Ross?
Okay, to be
That's
fair,
just my first question when I seen that.
they are called the Los Tres Idiosos.
That's true. Point.
The three idiots.
Point.
So.
All right, Harlock Cross now. Oh my God, he's gonna hold Skills up there till the.
Oh my God!
I was worried he was still gonna be up there at John Holt. Yo.
No bullcrap. Jesus.
David Wolf off to the right of me here said his chair lifted off the ground.
I was wondering what that was.
That did shake the arena. My goodness, that was definitely a googly moogly suplex there.
Tag there to Drew Carter.
Drew Carter now
I can
tagged
sit
in.
here and I can make jokes, but I will not take away from the fact that these 4 guys are a phenomenal unit. They are a phenomenal tag team.
Yeah, they do tend to work well as a
Off
team.
the ropes go Skittles.
It doesn't matter really.
Oh,
who-
big spine buster by Drew
what
Carter.
4 of them they substitute in here and there. They work well as a team. 2 count. Jose, I don't know if Jose broke it up or Skittles got the rope or
I think
both.
Skittles got the rope, and then Jose was distracted.
On his way to get over there. Oh, now stomping away on Skittles. And the crowd starting to chant for Skittles.
Oh! Skittles got him on his back.
Offense.
Come on, Skittles.
Skittles now with a
Hey,
tag.
Jose. Here
Jose.
we go. Oh! Big shot by Jose.
Jose with a big right hand.
Oh, no,
Another one.
Drew Carter on the
He
ropes
is
here.
feeling it.
Oh, my God. There's the
3
cover.
times. Here's the cover. Is this going to be it?
Oh, my God, a 2 count. What a maneuver.
Woo. I need a brown paper bag. I was like, woo. Woo.
Oh, but here we go. Drew
And here we
Carter's
go, Drew Carter,
fighting
though.
back.
This, oh, man. You gotta tip your cap.
my God.
Drew Carter is a tough son of a gun.
Hello?
He really is.
Hey, it was the neighbor next door. They asked what the gunshot just was. Drew
My
Carter with one of the
goodness.
biggest elbows I've seen in quite some time.
I tell you what, Jose, though, was giving Drew Carter all he could handle there for a few.
You sure went to machine gun.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Harlock cross now. Oh, he grabs him by the throat.
Oh, no, I know
Oh,
what
he's
happens
gonna choke
here.
slam Jose. Oh, no, no!
Oh,
Oh!
my God.
Wow.
Jose may be broken
I have
like
just-
forever.
I have an Amber Alert on my phone for a seismic
Nonchalant one. This could be it. This truly could be. Oh!
Oh, Jose!
You know, I really don't know how to feel about that. The fact that he kicked out just meant that now Harlock's going to be pissed off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you might have done better if you just took the 3 count there.
Oh, there goes Skittles.
Skittles now, strung out over the top rope.
And Jose just called Harlock a jackass. What a ballsy son of a gun he is.
Standing right on the ankle.
And look, there's Chico helping Skittles.
What is Harlock, 285?
Wait a minute,
He's
wait a minute. What is the...
Oh!
The
I can't tell if that was in the small of the back or... Oh! Jose now pulled off the side of the ring rope.
Oh, big super kick there to Chico by Angelo
Chico
Grimsley.
laid out just off camera in front of us. Oh, then stomping on the head just for good
Choking
measure.
Jose out in the corner there.
And this is what New Foundation does. They overwhelm you with numbers.
Absolutely.
They're good at what they do, and they overwhelm you with numbers. The referee is having to pay attention to Harlock putting the boot into Jose's throat.
Apparently,
In the meantime,
they are still very angry at me for making the match
Absolutely.
with John Holt.
but then at the same time, you have Angelo Grimsley. They're moving around the ring while the ref is occupied in the ring. They're taking it out on Skittles and Jose, and I can't remember just the other guy's name. I can't
Chico,
remember.
Jose, and Skittles.
Chico, Jose,
Jesse
and
Juan
Skittles.
not here tonight, surprisingly. I haven't seen
Dirty
him all
Juan. I
night.
haven't seen him tonight. So that is unusual. Usually you do see all of them together. Oh! You talk to Jose tonight after the show, he might be talking a little higher than you remember.
And the New Foundation trying to tell the ref that that wasn't a low blow.
Yeah, I don't know how they think
He
that.
really... Jose just...
Harlock cross saying you want some more.
I mean, at
I
this
think
point,
that's what he said. I'm not for sure.
At this point, Jose, if I was Jose, I would either tag out or just stay down. I mean, he's risking further injury here, man.
Yeah, but
in
into the
corner.
counter now. Skittles now. There is a tag made.
Here comes Skittles. Jose.
5 minutes. 5 minutes remain.
And Skittles getting some offense in here. Yes, Skittles.
Working on that knee of the big man. Drew Carter, though. Drew Carter is tagged in. I don't know that Skittles knows that. Drop kick right to the face.
And there it is again. That just
Jose,
that quickness
once
of
again.
Drew Carter, man.
Once again, working to their advantage.
Listen, make all the jokes
Another
you
tag
want.
in. Oh, my God. Skittles is at the... Oh, my God! Hardlock lays right on
you
top
gotta
of him.
believe
That has
that's
got to be
yeah.
it. Absolutely. Great googly moogly.
And the New Foundation are victorious.
The winners of the match, the CHW Tag Team Champions, Harlock Cross and Drew Carter.
Well, and what's what's interesting, Godfather, you got to
Skittles
think,
now getting thrown to the outside.
and you got to think with these guys, they're constantly making a mockery of things. And at John Hole Yo, it's all 4 of them versus Dragon's Guild. Think about that.
It's crazy.
And SWO. The Radical Rick right now, from what I was told, is out on injury.
Example 1 has been made. And there's many more to come.
You heard Drew Carter there. He said example 1 has been made, many more to come. And as many jokes as I can make, the thing I'll give New Foundation credit for, they're a cohesive unit. But I don't think they fully understand the situation that they've gotten themselves in at John Holt Yo. Next weekend's going to be crazy. Let's be honest here, Godfather.
Absolutely.
2-day
John
event.
Holt Yo is going to be ridiculous.
2-day event, Saturday and Sunday next week. Available exclusively on Patreon. It will not be on YouTube.
And we know the women are highlighting or the main event of day 1. Yes. All 4 of the women going for the women's championship
and the main
title.
Event of day 1.
Even if you don't want to see the other matches that day, you'd be a fool to miss that one. I'm telling you right
Blackwell and PT will main event day 2.
Day 2. That's going to be
huge
absolutely crazy as well.
Man.
Absolutely.
The past 2.
All right, we're getting ready for the co-main event here. Dilly making his way back to the ring.
All right, it's that time for our main event.
Co-main. Co-main.
Co-main. What did I say?
Main event.
Yes. You want to see this thing?
Triple threat scheduled for 1 fall.
You know what, Dilly? You did great. You made it all the way to the co-main before you had your first boo-boo. Lately, that's been the opening segment. You're doing good.
Well, let's bring him out, I suppose.
We still love you. I said last match he said that too. He's going to bring out his opponent. No, that's his partner.
His partner, yeah.
It's all right. We get it, man. You got to do a lot of talking. I get it. Trust me. I get it.
He was just out of here. They were just out of here.
Esau Crane now. You know, we have not seen Esau Crane in action tonight.
No, we haven't.
He's the only one from the New Foundation. You can tell he's not happy about it. All of them are wrestling the week before John Holt Yo, and they're mad at us. Yep. We're leading up to our the biggest event of the year, and they're mad because they're all having to wrestle the week leading up to it. Kids.
Did you say kids?
Kids.
I'd like to see.
Angelo.
I like to see him fight. That is a man.
Yeah, identical builds and speed, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
All right, music is hit. Here comes opponents. A triple threat match here. Co-main event, and it is Kirk Malice of the No Show Warriors. Accompanied to the ring by Bo Dickerson. He was out here earlier tonight.
I just competed, Kurt.
Deandra in the front row. Dee saying she's got her shoe ready. And there he is, Kirk Malice, ladies and gentlemen. He always comes out with the expression on his face, and he's the happiest guy to be here. All right, triple threat match. Let's see if the final person of the puzzle is here. Oh, I believe I know. It is the Urban Animal, Elride, and accompanied to the ring by Tommy Davis and Chris Exodus. New Foundation. Elride, him right in front of me here. They're right in front of me. That's what it's all about next week at John Holt Yo. The tag titles on the line. All 4 members of the new foundation can be on the... Oh, is that Christian? Okay. So just to be clear, we have Esau Crane, Kirk Malice, and Elride, the co-main event here. The week before, John Holt, co-main event. We got Umbri and PT Beckham or the Pain Train for the main event here tonight. Next time we see you, you'll either have to be here or be on our CHWA 4 Life Patron, Patreon, whatever the hell it is. Top tier of that in order to see next week if you're not here. 2-day event, John Holt, All right, 10 minutes. I don't know. Somebody must have them. 10-minute time limit here. Check in for the ref. They're good. They're ready to go. Esau Crane plowed into Kirk Malice, gets took off his feet. Big kick to the back of the head from Elride. We're 8 seconds in. Esau Crane already in trouble here. Kirk Malice. Oh my. Oh my
DDT to Esau Crane.
Just dropped him straight down on his head.
They're pulling Esau out.
I can't. That might be the smartest thing I've seen the new foundation do.
Ever.
I mean, for real. That might be the smartest thing they ever did was get him out of that ring that quick. Kirk Malice and Elride now left in the ring. French fry o'clock. Elride runs around, grabs a leg, takes Kirk Malice down.
Big leg drop there to Kirk Malice's leg.
You know, the no-show warriors, even like there, Bone's even like, what's everybody doing? You got Tommy Davis sitting front row. He's just off our camera, but he's front row there chilling. Oh my God!
Putting the pressure on Kirk Malice here.
You know, once again, we see the member of the new foundation. Got off to a rough start.
Look at Esau Crane.
Standing on the outside, just watch it.
Taking his time.
That's right.
No sense of urgency.
Kirk Malice able to get to the ropes. Of course, a clean break from Elride. We wouldn't expect anything less from him.
No. And I do want to. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not. Elride might be mad at me later. But me, Elride, and Tommy, man, we have been training just rigorously. I obviously can't train because I'm injured. But it has been just every couple of days, every 2 or 3 days, just we're here lifting the weights in the heat. They're grappling. I'm barking out orders. And I'll tell you what, Elride's grappling and kicks have gotten significantly better. And let me tell you something, man. Tommy Davis's kicks and grappling is also.
Show your championship.
I don't know what that was. Oh, Elride then turned his back for a second. Esau Crane jumps in. Crowd is chanting chicken shit at Esau Crane. Elride! Oh, huge spine buster, I believe they call that. Big slam either way. Esau Crane meet the mat, buddy. Down he goes.
Did you hear Harlock on the outside there, Godfather? Said, what are you doing, kid?
Oh, God! Oh, Angelo Grimsley just came out of nowhere. Tag team belt to the head of Bo Dickerson. Down he goes. Elride out of the way. Right hand to the jaw of Kirk Malice. Elride from Dragon's Creed standing tall. Shot to the leg there. Down goes Elride. Spoke too soon. Kirk Malice now. Oh, my God! Drew Carter just got blasted in the face with a shoe.
Tommy Davis is in the ring.
Now they just got Elride. They got him hooked up on the bottom rope. Esau Crane now using that rope to his advantage.
And there's really not much the ref can do. I mean,
absolutely, you can't be looking 5 ways at once. In the background over there, you can see Harlock Cross and Angelo Grimsley, high-fiving and bumping each other. Hey, you see that?
Absolutely.
Now he's coming over. He's barking out orders now. And now there's just. Oh, I thought he was going to bark out an order. No, he's going to add some pain to Elride.
Drop kick by Esau Crane.
Drop kick there to Kirk Malice. This might do it, folks. Oh, 2 count. Able to kick out.
The one thing about Esau Crane, man, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I believe, I trained Esau Crane, man.
Absolutely.
I took him under my wing, showed him the right way to do things. He has chosen this dark path, but that doesn't mean he's gotten worse at wrestling.
Malice now.
One of the most athletic men. Here he comes.
Esau Crane is out. Come over to.
I don't know what his beef is with me. He's the one that stabbed us in the back. But Esau Crane up to the top.
Quickly up top. Oh! Big cannonball front flip off the top of the ring.
He goes right to Kirk Malice. Look at that.
Grabs Kirk Malice, tosses him back into the ring.
And did you hear what?
This could be it right here. Taking a little long though to get into the ring. Double leg drop finds its mark.
Did you hear what Esau said, Godfather, when he came over here? He said you were looking at the best and the future.
The best and the future. 2 count there. Kirk Malice able to kick out. 5 minutes. 5 minutes remain. We're at the halfway mark here, the co-main event. Esau Crane from New Foundation, John Kirk, Elride. Elride with a big right hand. Big boot now. Kirk Malice somehow still on his feet. Elride up and over.
He got both of them. I don't think he got it. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Now Elride's upset.
Now, here we go into the corner with Esau.
Oh, boy. God forbid, Godfather.
The thud of that echoed through the arena. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Huge chop there from Elride. 4 minutes. 4 minutes remain. Spinning headbutt there. Finds its mark. Down goes Kirk Malice. Quick cover. 2. Drew Carter grabs the leg of the referee and breaks the count. Once again, it's a matter of numbers with the New Foundation.
Godfather, my blood's starting to boil.
1 week from today, CHWA tag titles will be on the line.
He kicked Kirk in the face, and Kirk just looked at him and said, I want some more. Big kick there by Kirk.
Kirk Malice back up onto his feet, and he's a little bit fired up.
There by
big knee. Apparently Kirk Malice liked that one too.
Big kick there.
Big boot, knee right out of the head.
Wait a minute though,
Esau Crane on the second rope. Here he comes.
Oh!
Huge drop kick.
Huge drop kick by Esau Crane. Going for a
grabs
quick
him up. 1, 2.
Referee.
Elride able to kick out. I thought that was possibly going to do it.
But Esau Crane, there it is. He locks in a
3 minutes. 3 minutes remain.
Locks in a chin lock as soon as Elride kicks out. He puts the pressure on, Godfather. The pressure is on.
Right on top of him here.
He's leaving. I can't do that. Here we go.
Elride making his way back up onto his feet.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Deposits him into the corner, neck off Crane. Oh my God.
And Crane just gets kicked straight in the abdomen.
Esau Crane could be broken in half. He may not make it to John Holt next week.
You got to think his abdomen is on fire.
Oh
now.
my God, it has to be.
Look, and the New Foundation are so smart the way they're pulling him out of the ring.
Absolutely.
So intelligent. What a smart move. Spin kick by Elride.
Its mark. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remain. Elride, Kirk Malice, Esau Crane, co-main event.
I think Elride
John
might have hurt
Holt
his leg
next
there.
week. Who is going to win this match? Headbutt now. And another one. Elride into the far corner. Here he comes. Oh!
Cannonball there to Kirk Malice.
Cannonball. Kirk Malice could be in some serious trouble. 1.5 minutes remain. 1.5 minutes. Esau Crane still on the outside. Doesn't mean he can't strike at any given time. All right, gonna go to the top. Esau Crane tried to jump in. Oh! Off the corner.
Oh my God! Right behind the ear, Godfather.
Oh. Esau Crane could be in some serious trouble. Big boot now. 1 minute remains.
It's crunch time, Elride. Come on, baby.
All right, going up to the top. Esau Crane laid up on the outside. All right, applies it, Mark. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Not get a kick out of that. My goodness.
What a match.
The winner of the match. All right. New Foundation now has attacked Bo Dickerson now, even coming to the, trying to come to the defense here. Working him over. It's just a numbers game, though. Here comes John Kirk now. Oh my, Tommy Davis throwing Angelo Grimsley back into the ring. Bodies just everywhere. Oh my goodness. John Holt Yo next week. The tag titles will be on the line. All 4 members of New Foundation versus SWO and Dragons Guild. You got to come and see it live or be on our 4 Live tier to see it. Now they got Bo in a bad spot here. Oh my goodness. Big slam down. Bodies just everywhere. My goodness. The fight continues. Exodus and them coming out of the back. After today, who is going to have what left in the tank for last week? Oh my God.
Come on. He almost got
bodies just laid out everywhere. Exodus laid out here in front of us. Dragons Guild. Angelo Grimsley yelling in the face. Next week, Davis. Next week. Oh my goodness. The carnage just everywhere right now. And this is example 2 now, they're saying, after last week, or after the assault on Skittles and them earlier. New Foundation now making their way to the back. Dragons Guild in the ring with the No-Show Warriors. Our main event is coming up next. New Foundation will be defending those titles next week versus the No-Show Warriors and, No-Show Warriors and Dragons Guild. Once again, though, the New Foundations thinks they have an ace in the hole. All 4 of their wrestlers can wrestle next week in that match. All right. Dragons Guild, No-Show Warriors attempting to make their way to the back. It's just a matter of numbers with the New Foundation. Just they work well as a unit, and they seem to know what they're doing rather well. So we do have John Holt Yo coming up next week. Telling you right now, you're going to want to be here for those 2 days, or you better be on the 4 Life tier, because that is going to be one heck of a show. Somewhat of a fantasy card. Day 1, day 2 storylines will be the main thing, I believe, of that. We do know the women's heavyweight title, the women's championship title, my bad, will be the main event of day 1. It'll be Ashton Alexander, the current women's champion, versus Emma Yuri, Maddie Lee, and Sophia Sombra. So,
He didn't get me in the chest, Godfather.
all right, we're getting ready for the main event. I'm not sure who that is. Somebody brought it over to me, though.
I didn't get hit in the chest, Godfather, but I'll tell you what, I'm nowhere near being ready to fight, I'll tell you that.
All right, there you hear it. We are getting ready for the main event here. Dilly making his way into the ring. Ice cream. I don't know.
It's not.
I didn't hear the ice cream man.
I swear to God, that ice cream man is about to get the hand.
I don't know if he's here or not.
I don't think it's in this time. It's time for the main event.
All right.
So let's get it going. We got to see if that's checking for what ball? Get to 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm not in shape, Godfather. I'm so sore. I took a couple punches to the face, and I feel like I'm out of my mind. I'm just out of it.
Making his way to the ring is Umbra Ian, former United States champion here. All right, Umbra Ian, he always brings a lot of enthusiasm and intensity when he hits the ring.
Oh, yeah. Thing is, Godfather, I'm going to keep it real with you. Got a lot of energy and intensity, but his opponent brings it, man. His opponent brings it. Out of breath, man. I'm so out of breath. Here we go, though, nonetheless. CHWA Heavyweight Champion, P.T. Beckham, making his way out to the ring. And there he is. Vlogception, I guess. Man, with his attitude recently, though, Godfather, you gotta believe. You gotta believe with his attitude recently, he's not even sweating Umbra right now, but I'm gonna be honest, he should be.
Absolutely. The Pain Train, our CHWA heavyweight champion.
There he is.
Once again, looking over at us with the title.
Yeah, he's just rubbing it in.
Uh-oh, here he comes again. I don't know why this keeps happening.
Come on, boys. Up. Next. I swear to God, you guys are next. Let me go this little bitch right here. Put you in this table.
Gonna put Umbra through the table, he's saying, right here in front of us.
He's saying we're next.
And then we're next.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I ain't afraid of him. He did his worst last week, and look who's still breathing.
I'm too old for that shit, though.
Oh, come on. Now, come on now. I've seen you fight, Godfather.
All right, we do got a 20-minute time limit here in this main event.
I think what's about to happen here, Godfather, is going to be a very interesting match.
I do believe so.
I really don't think PT is. I think he is underestimating 1,000,000% what Umbra's about to bring. We're going to find out.
More than pretty good possibility there. All right. Thank you, sweetie.
The referee did not even care that PT did not give him a verbal response. I think the referee's over his BS. Yeah.
All right, Pain Train, Umbra Ian main event. Next match you'll see with CHWA will be a John Holt Yo. what will this match do? What is this match going to lead us into for next week's 2-day mega event? John Holt, what will that be? About 7 or John Holt, 8? 7 or 8?
7.
I believe, yeah. I've been a part of the company 7 years because I started at John Holt.
2019 was 6. We didn't have one in 2020 because of the virus, so this is the 7th.
Okay.
Technically, it'll be the 8th year.
Yeah.
But this is the 7th.
I see.
Show.
Okay.
Here we go. PT went to lock up with Umbra, and of course, dipped out of the ropes. Big collar and elbow tie up here, though. Oh, just shoves Umbra back.
Pain Train. Look at that cocky grin on his face as he does that, too.
PT Beckham, one of the absolute best in the Midwest, no doubt about it. His record speaks for itself.
Umbra into the corner. Big right hand and another one to Umbra. Oh, and a huge, vicious chop. My God. Oh, my God. He just threw Umbra in about 3/4 of the way across the ring. Umbra Ian has to be wondering what's happening here just right out of the gates. Pain Train just dominating. Umbra Ian trying to catch his breath. Get some offense perhaps going here. Stretching him all out here. Here Umbra hollering out in pain. Referee saying no, he's not going to give. She got there to the midsection.
This is an interesting concept here. Umbra's been out for a couple weeks. Oh man, what a stretch that is.
He's got him all kinds of stretched out. I just absolutely crazy.
PT just looks confident as always. But Umbra, I mean, let's see if Umbra can recover here.
I think he just said he's going to end Umbra's career, is what I think he may have just said. I don't hear the best, but
I think I heard the same thing. It was something along them lines.
I mean, very eerily similar to that, if not.
Here we go, nonetheless. PT, big Irish whip off the ropes.
Ducks under.
Oh, went for a crossbody, but PT catches him.
That grin on his face as he looks over at us.
Oh, big fall-away slam there by PT Beckham. As much as I dislike PT, he is the CHWA champion for a reason. You know, he's 33-1?
33 or 34-1, I think he said earlier out here. I can't remember.
I don't count the horse shit loss from last night on his record.
Stepping on his hair.
Stepping on his hair and then pulling his head. My goodness. 3 minutes have elapsed here. It's been all Pain Train, unfortunately, out of the gates here.
Here we go, though. Into the corner.
Don't sell Umbra short, though.
Big Irish whip by PT.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh!
Nobody home.
Gets out of the way.
Absolutely.
Umbra starting to maybe get a little bit of momentum.
Umbra now up to the top rope. What's he going to do here? Oh, my goodness. Big reverse.
There's the cover. Is this going to be it? Oh, God. Wow. I thought it was 3 right there, Godfather.
That was so close.
What a move there by Umbra. Woo. He had the wherewithal to not only do a moonsault from the top rope, but to hook the leg deep. This is one of the reasons Umbra, best in the business today, one of the best kept secrets of the Midwest. Nonetheless here, PT Beckham crawling to try to, it almost seems like he's trying to get out of the ring.
Absolutely, now back up onto his feet.
Breaks the eyes though. Umbra. Going to be hard for Umbra to see what's coming next, I imagine. Big right hand. Good God. He couldn't see it coming, but I know he felt it.
Oh, left hand back goes from Umbra.
Oh, big.
That one's too much to answer to, though.
What a big punch there by
Nonchalant BS cover there. 2 count able to kick out.
There's the kick out. Here we go. PT's getting him up to his feet here. Umbra trying to fight back, but just, that was a punch directly to the spine.
That's just brutal.
Directly to the spine, Godfather. What a shot.
Coming up here on the 5-minute mark.
Nonetheless, though, Godfather, here we go.
Punch for Jill. Oh, here we go.
We've seen this hundreds of times over the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
Got him twirling around. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Sidewalk slam by PT Beckham.
Oh, apparently that fired Umbra Ian up. He didn't like that one bit.
He said he loved it.
I don't think so. That's not the image I got out of that. I just
Can PT get any more just foul as a human being?
Unbelievable. Has Umbra on his feet. Has him by his hair, I think.
Oh, he's pulling him by. Look, I can't see. I'm out of position here because of the referee.
He was using the rope. I don't know whether to choke him or to pull his hair out.
His hair from the way Umbra's laying right now, reacting. It looked like he was trying to pull his hair out.
I guess that was, yeah, he is just vicious. When I push on it, it crunches.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Here we go, though. PT making his
Once
way
again,
over
now, here he comes looking at us, walking over to us. So he changed his mind, thank God.
He said he was going to put Umbra through the table.
Oh, that's true. You know, we all want to move some of this stuff if that really does happen, like our laptop.
I'm not going to let it happen. I'll stop it. There's no way he's putting Umbra through our only announced table.
Tables are expensive.
Yes, they are. Especially with the market right now. But here we go.
Absolutely. Umbra now getting worked up there inside the ring, or inside the barricade. Pain Train rolls in just to stop the count.
And the ref is just so over PT's bullshit. Look at it. I don't even think the referee wants to be here anymore.
Telling him even there on the outside saying, get your hands off the hair.
Oh my God.
No. Oh my God, what is he going to do here?
Oh! He just throws Umbra back inside the ring over the top rope. He just keeps insinuating everything's for me, like I've done something to him.
Yeah, I don't get it. 7 minutes now, the lap. We got 13 minutes left to go.
You know what? It's because I got
Umbra, oh my God, that may have just dislocated, broke, shattered, whatever his shoulder right there. Pain Train now once again making his way over towards, well, it was coming towards us.
Umbra looks hurt, man. Umbra looks hurt.
The referee's saying he's still saying he's good to go. Umbra's not going to give up. I know that.
Man, he won't give up till his heart beats.
Yeah, I mean, he will not give up until he's drawn his last breath. He's not going to just give up. Now Pain Train just stepping on that shoulder. The referee, thankfully, coming out.
Well, at some point, the ref's got to get involved here, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was on the outside of the ring, but I do love that the ref came out. Still tried to assert some sort of order to the match here. What's he doing now? Just dragging him across the ring. Now he's got his overhead.
Said he's on his last leg, puts him in front of a goddamn wheelchair. What a goddamn son of a bitch. Wow,
Umbra Ian, though. Look at Umbra Ian giving the kiss. He gave a kiss to the chair. He remembers Izzy Blackwell. He remembers what Izzy told him. Umbra Ian now.
Still in the bad part of town here.
Absolutely.
Always the bad part of town in the feet, Chris.
Pain Train, they're right in front of us here.
Umbra, I really think Umbra's hurt.
I don't think Umbra, I think he is really hurt. I don't know how he is still continuing, to be honest. 8.5 minutes. We got 10.5 minutes to go here. Pain Train saying, watch this. Big right hand. Umbra just about came back through our table here. Pain Train right in front of us. There's a sign from earlier today saying that we want Exodus.
I think PT's just mad because the crowd likes me and not him.
That could very well be. Dragging him back into the ring here now.
What is he going to do? I'm not going to lie to you, Godfather.
9 minutes has elapsed. We have 11 minutes remaining. 11 minutes.
Oh, big leg
drop on the outside of the ring. My God. Telling him he has to break. It doesn't break the count. Now the referee's telling him he has to get off.
The referee.
He said, I was going to disqualify you. Referee telling him to shut up, or Pain Train telling him to shut up. Referee does have that option if Pain Train continues to not listen.
And I'll tell you, here's the thing.
But it's not about Pain Train winning. It's about Pain Train punishing Umbra.
That's all this is.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, Godfather.
There hasn't been a whole lot of wrestling in this match.
I have watched wrestling my whole life. I have commentated hundreds of matches at this point with you. I have been in thousands of matches in my career. Oh my God! I don't know if Umbra's face hit off the apron, the rope, both.
I think it caught both. I think it caught the rope and then the apron. And then he uses Umbra like a stepladder to get back into the ring.
As I was saying, thousands of matches I've wrestled myself. This has been one of the most uncomfortable matches I've ever watched.
There's an uneasy feeling with the way this match is shaking out.
But here we go, Umbra trying to fight back
Umbra,
here.
yeah, say for it's our first time here. This is getting some momentum going here.
Lands on PT.
how much is left in the tank, though. What can he do to follow up on this? Oh, he's still at the end. Oh, the knee couldn't take it. He did land on his feet, but the knee couldn't take it.
Up, but how much does he got left in the tank, Godfather? You got to think he's either on. He's well below
the halfway mark.
He's well below a quarter of a tank here.
I mean, he has been. He has been just abused basically from the start. It's been 10.5 minutes of him getting beat up. But Umbrian, he is a former U.S. champion.
PT almost looks like he's running.
I say Vader, yeah. now he's waving his hand like he's done.
Oh! I think he was playing possum to get Umbra
possum on the way to the back. Umbrian with a big boot. Umbra can't breathe.
Kicked him right. I don't know if he got him in the lower region.
9 minutes left to go here. Past the halfway point.
I don't know if PT got him in the lower region, if he got him in maybe the rib.
But he's standing just right over here, just off camera to us to the right. Dilly's got him on the mobile cam.
If it's edited the right way, I think they might see it that way through the mobile cam.
I never know for sure when he puts it together what's gonna be.
Wait a minute,
Umbra now is being led back to the ring.
Did you hear what he was saying to him as he took him by, Godfather? Saying, "You'll never be me. You'll never be the
now
champion."
right into the. Pedro saying, "Why aren't you taking pictures of me?" to our camera girl, now getting in her face.
What is he doing?
I think he got in the ring just long enough to break the count yet again. Oh, now he's got Umbra straight out of East St. Louis.
Umbra is
rally rag.
And, that's the thing. Umbra is proud to represent his home, man.
Umbrian has made that clear from day one that he is from East St. Louis and he is proud of it. That has been made clear from day one. When I first met Umbra, he started to tell me his real name. I told him I didn't want to know it. I just needed to know his stage name and where he was from. He said his stage name was Umbrian, and then he was really from East St. Louis.
Big kick to the back of the head, though.
Pain Train trying to shake it off. The rope's the only thing holding him up right now. Here we go, big boot.
Wait a minute, here it comes. Oh, he's going
out of the way, though. Pain Train seen it coming. Uh-oh. Hurricane Rana.
Big head scissor Hurricane there by Umbrian.
And down goes the Pain Train.
But notice here, Godfather, he doesn't have enough energy left in the tank
follow
to make
right up on it, absolutely.
And you got to think PT's still pretty fresh.
Absolutely. 7 minutes. 7 minutes remain. Umbrian now wanting the crowd to make some noise, making his way to the outside.
I think I know what's coming next, Godfather.
Here we go. Tell him he's number one. Pain Train out of the way.
PT manages to roll right out of the way of Umbra. Right out of the way, and look at him. Saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm so smart."
Oh, my goodness.
And you got to believe here, Godfather, you got to believe that might have been the final nail in the coffin for Umbra.
Could very well be.
How much more does he have left?
That takes a lot of wind out of your sails right there.
I mean, let's call it how it is, and I mean this is no disrespect to Umbra. I think Umbra's hit 4 moves, and this has been an almost 14-minute match. 13 of that has been PT just whipping him around, man.
Yeah, it's been a brutal match on Umbra's side of it. Shane Pain Train, though, he is.
Oh!
Referee.
The ref gets took out in the crossfire there.
Double clothesline. Both men go down.
Now,
6 minutes. 6 minutes remain.
What in the world is this going to spawn?
Both men laid out. Looking over my shoulder back towards the curtain a couple of times, thinking who's going to come running out here.
That's every time, right? Every time.
I expect somebody to interfere. Yeah, just because the ref's down, I'm expecting someone to interfere. Umbrian trying to rally the troops.
PT almost looks like he's tried to just run.
Almost up onto his feet, falls back into the corner. Umbra uses the corner now to get to his feet. Pain Train now. Pain Train's got his right hand loaded up with something, it appears.
Oh, whoa! What is that, salt? And the referee out of it can't see the feet on there. Are you kidding me?
And that's gonna do it. Oh my God. my God. The winner of the match, the CHWA Heavyweight Champion, the Pain Train, PT Beckham.
Better watch you there. Last time I got hit.
Absolutely. I was worried for you when you went up there just now.
I was ready to duck this time.
What an unbelievable show. Manny Lee sitting over there, Exodus.
No, we're done. We are done with the PT bullshit, okay? The way I see things is John Holyoke is a 2-day event, right? You got 2 days of John Holyoke.
Absolutely.
And we already know, PT, that you're defending your title against Damian Blackwell in the main event of Day 2. And we know that the CHWA Women's Championship will be on the line in the main event of Day 1. But you know what, buddy? You're pulling double duty. You're booked on Day 1. You're going to defend your championship against the man that you just screwed, Umbra Eon, on Day 1 of John Holyoke, like it or not.
Yes. Absolutely so.
Look at that microphone. Here we go.
Well, come get it, tough guy. Come get it, tough guy.
Pain Train want no part of now. Now he don't want no part of coming over here.
Give him the mic, Billy.
You want to be a part of the show, sweetheart? I gave you a shot. Go right ahead.
What do you got? What do you got? You know what? Usually most guys, they be bitching and moaning about working twice a weekend. But guess what? I'm used to that shit. I get booked places. I don't gotta write hotels like Uber Eats. I ain't gotta beg for spots and opportunities. They come to me, I don't come to them. You want me to beat this dude again? You want me to get a weak ass match again? Carry this boy through another match again? Retain, defend. It's always the same thing. You fools don't get it. Everybody wants a match with the Pain Train until you get a match with the fucking Pain Train. I will sing my song one more time. Here we go. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I've got you, babe. Hey, PT, yeah, keep walking. This whole time that you've been champion, you ain't been nothing but an angry housewife. John Holyoke! CHWA with the force your angry ass. You over with, punk ass bitch.
Pain Train has now made his way to the back.
Statement of the year here, Godfather. What a show, what a night.
Unbelievable. All right, Umbra Ian and the Pain Train next
Umbra,
week.
you kick his ass, man.
All right, what a crazy show.
I know you got some things to say. I didn't know if you wanted to address it to the live crowd or on the mic or what you wanted to do.
No, I'll just sit right here.
Love you, man. Well, Godfather, let's discuss
all
what's
right.
happened this crazy evening. I mean, we have seen it all.
Show,
Damian Blackwell will definitely confirm be to be here next on Sunday. We've got PT versus Umbra, Day 1. John Holyoke. We've got the ladies championship, the most prestigious women's championship in the Midwest, on the line in the main event of Day 1.
Day 1, that's going to be one heck of a match.
And if PT manages somehow to get past Umbra again, and he gets to Day 2, he'll defend against Damian. Godfather, so far it's been a crazy night, but I know you were wanting to say a few words.
Absolutely.
So,
it was a crazy night here. I kind of went on a bit of a rant earlier, and I really don't like doing that. I've been I was just talking about it earlier, that I was at the very first John Holt Yo, and that's when I really feel like I got involved, okay? And when I first got involved, there was a pro back then that said he was going to come and he was going to help CHWA, and he didn't care what the vet said. And that guy turned his back on us. And it's happened again and again and again. I have been at every John Holt Yo from day one. I am the reason that these kids got to go down to Kentucky and pick up that ring, and it got brought back here. We have been told from day one, we have been told that we're the reason independent wrestling is being watered down, and the reason that independent wrestling sucks. Pain Train earlier here tonight in the main event, love him or hate him, okay? He has worked his ass off, and he had things in place with these vets that once again came to us and said, we want to help you and we want to make you guys better and we want to recognize what you guys are. And after all this work, Pain Train got to the show last night to be told, F you, you're not getting that, and we're not doing it. Once again, I apologize for my language, but I'm sick and tired of these f***ing vets in the Midwest area saying that we are a f***ing plague on this business. We are all inclusive. All inclusive. If you have any inkling of a dream to want to be involved in a wrestling company, you come to CHWA because we are all inclusive. We don't turn our f***ing back and say you're too big or you're too small. Quit coming around here, if you're a vet, quit coming around our company and saying you're going to help these f***ing kids when you're not. Which leads me back to where I was at the start. 7 years ago I got involved. I made a promise to all these kids that I'd never turn my backs on them. I gave up my own f***ing daughter, a few years ago. To stick up to my end of this deal here. I said I'd be here. So I lost custody of my own f***ing daughter. If you think I'm not serious about this company, you pros can my f***ing every mother one of you. With the exception of GQ and Damian Blackwell.
Bill Talley. And Jeremy Lightfoot.
You guys can my f***ing I apologize for my language, but I am sick of it. Chris Vance, these socks are for you, bitch. Right here. You. You, Chris Vance. Don't ever come here again. Take your friends and shove them up your goddamn ass. I'll see y'all at John Holt Yo next week. You.
And Godfather. On that note, I'm Chris Exodus. That was the Godfather. We're out.